Hello, I got a request for how to create this kind of tiling grip texture. That's what I'll show you how to do. And I will create this using ZBrush. Not only can ZBrush sculpt creatures and other things, you can also use it to create tiling textures. And if you know how to set this up, be sure to watch my video on how to create a tiling plane setup in ZBrush. So pretty much what I would do is use wrap mode. So I will hold Control and pretty much make this one right here. So when I hold Control and make a mask, it will actually be mirrored. So first I'll just subdivide this. So I'll go into geometry, I'll turn off smooth, make sure it's off here, and subdivide until I get a good level right here. So every brush you use, make sure that you activate wrap mode here. So first thing I would do is just set up the big bumps. So we're kind of going in a diagonal formation like this. So now that I've got these large dots, I'll just scroll down here under Deformation, hold Control and click to invert the mask. Now I can just use Inflate here. Let's try something like 50. And now I can use Polish. But by default, Polish is a little bit weak, so what I would do is use an alternate version of Polish by clicking on this circle right here, which will give us a stronger version of Polish. So now I've got this right here, just hold Control and click to invert that. You can see that we have some area here that's not masked, so I just go into Masking, and Grow Mask, and Sharpen Mask. And now I'll just change this from dots to drag dot. So I'm going to click here, I get this little consistent size right here. And I can just increase the Z intensity, and perhaps change the focal shift as well. So I can just go around here and create these smaller dots right here. So now you get this result right here. Now I can just hold Control, empty selection to clear the mask. And now I can turn the smoothing back on, subdivide once more, and perhaps do a little bit more polishing right here. And now I can just export both of these planes here and simply bake. So you can simply use GoZ to quickly export this into another program without having to actually click on export. And the GoZ button is right here. So I can just press Ctrl G on both of these planes, the sculpt plane and the bake plane, and then it'll be inside 3ds Max. So here in 3ds Max I can just select the bake plane here, apply projection, go into cage, Ctrl A, just move this right in front, and then pick this object. And now I can press 0 or go into rendering, render to texture. And now I can just enable projection mapping, set up the options right here. And I can use, let's say, normals or height if you want the displacement. I'll just use normals. And I'll just use, let's say, 512. You can click on these three dots to change the name, format, and the folder. I'll just click on render to files only and then render. And here's the result. And I'll just activate vertex snap, pressing S. Now I can just snap this to the right here. And then snap both of these down here. And as you can see, there are no seams here. So that's how you can create this kind of tiling texture right here. If you want to know how you can apply this to various parts of your model, you can either use a mask for this or vertex paint, which I also have a video on. Thank you for watching and take care.